Now, a lot of people out there wonder, do wrestling matches ever turn into real fights? And probably the answer to that is no. I mean, have you guys ever been in a wrestling match where you got heated enough where you're actually trying to hurt somebody and throw punches?
We did with that Dave Renegade on an independent show.
Really?
Yeah. We were on an independent show one time, and it's a funny story. We were wrestling. This is right when we signed our WWE contracts, and we were wrestling these two guys who were called the Ring Busters. They both weighed about 350 pounds each, and we had a little program with them on the Ring Busters.
That's great name.
And we had a program with them on this little local TV show.
It's an Easy Rider convention, or some Easy Rider thing. Harley Davidson.
A bunch of Harley guys. There was probably like 2,000 Harley guys there watching in the crowd, and these guys were kind of like Harley gimmicks, Ring Busters too. Anyway, we had like a 2 or 3 month program with them on this little local TV. And this was supposed to be the big blow-off match of this big show, the biggest show of the year, and we were supposed to win this match, this blow-off match, because they beat us a couple times. So anyway, we told these guys, we've signed WWE contracts, we can't sign your contracts to give you permission to use our images on TV. And the guy who was like the promotions enforcer was the Renegade, and he was Dave Renegade, and he was one of the Ring Busters. His partner didn't show that day, so he had a substitute partner, and it was a guy who was pretty respectful of us because he was a younger guy in the business.
His name was Slash.
His name was Slash Walker or something. But we were wrestling these guys, and whenever we got to the ring, like I said, they changed the finish of the match so that they were going to win now. And we're like, whatever, cool, we'll just do our last shot, and then we'll be out of here. So Jeff and Dave Renegade had some sort of spot in the beginning where Jeff was going to dive out on him. Jeff said, well, I don't want to. The ground is really hard. It's like packed clay, and it felt like concrete. I said, I really don't want to take a chance on getting hurt. He goes, oh, brother, you're not going to get hurt, brother. I'm a professional, and I know how to do this. You jump out, brother. I'll be right there, brother, and I'll catch you, brother. I know how to spot somebody, brother. You know, that whole guy. And Jeff was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I remember we started doing the match, and they did whatever little spot, and this guy was trying to be a badass. Did something where he pounded out of the ring, and Jeff ran and dove on this guy, and this guy just like moved completely out of the way. And just like fell, and then Jeff just smashed into the ground just as hard as he could. I was like, ooh.
He was real big and heavy, so it took him a while to get up. So basically, it was on his knees, like.
Yeah, he was on his knees on all fours, and I just remember Jeff went and punt kicked him as hard as he could, and he like came off the ground like 3 inches. And I was like, holy shit! Like Jeff Hardy didn't get mad. He just got mad.
Yeah, I didn't sell it no. I just got right up.
Yeah, Jeff just smashed his concrete out of the ring.
Kicked him right in the ring.
He just punted him. He got in the ring. So anyway, Jeff has dove out. You know, he's punted this guy first. And Jeff slides back into the ring. And Jeff's in there, and he's fired up, and this guy comes back in, and he's half-ass holding his ribs, and he's looking at Jeff going, I'm going to kill you, you little motherfucker. Come on, you little skinny bastard. I'm going to kill you. You want to go? You want to go, boy?
No, I'm like, are you a professional? Are you a professional?
Yeah, and Jeff is
more fire and fire.
I remember his arms up as big as possible. Are you a professional? Are you a professional? And that guy's going, oh, come on, I'm going to kill you. You little bastard, come on. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And Jeff backs up to me and goes, big tag. So I come in, and I'm just like, all right, man, let's be cool. You know, whatever. So let's be cool, man. We're all pros here. We're all pros. And I remember we go to lock up, and that guy like grabs me and he swings at me, and I just kind of duck, so it's a glancing blow. And then the next thing he does is try and knee me like low, tries to knee me in my midsection. And I kind of just jumped up to absorb that. And I just remember trying to go around and avoid him, and I swung and hit him as hard as I could in the face. And I haven't been in a ton of fights. I've been in a few, but I've never hit anybody that hard. And I blasted him like right outside his mouth and his jaw. And I just heard kung kung, and I thought his jaw would move across. And then I remember sliding behind him, and I just looked up and I was going, there's like 2,000 people here on Harley Davidsons, and I have this 350-pound guy. As much as I can, I'm just holding on to hold his arms in so this guy can't do anything to him. And I remember I hold him, and he's struggling. He's trying to get free, and Jeff comes in and drop kicks him with both feet as hard as he can on the side of the face. And this guy's just and absolutely slumbers all the way down, like knocked out for a second. And his wife's going, oh my God, what are you doing? Don't kill him, don't kill him. And then Marie stands up and starts backing off, and there's all this commotion. And Hurricane, Shane Helms, and Joey Matthews were there. And I remember seeing them start taking steps towards the ring, like you know, like if something was going down.
They got your back.
Yeah, they had her back. And then that guy got back up and went over to his corner, and he was just looking at me. He said, "You little motherfucker, you knocked my tooth out." And he did something, and he tagged his partner in, and he came in, and we just wrestled for a couple minutes at the most. And I remember I went out and got a chair and just hit this guy over the back, and it was a DQ. And we ended the match, and we left and went back. And the promoter said, "Look, just get out of here." He said, "David's Renegade's real upset, and he wants to kill you guys, whatever." And I remember Shane was just standing there, and he like had a ring bell or a brass knuckle, something still in his hand. He said, "Oh yeah." And I remember Shane Hurricane. So he said, "Yeah, let him come over here and kill him." He said, "Yeah, I'd love to." Bring him right over here. And him and Joy were there, and they had our back. And that promoter said, "Well, I'm going to get your money, and we'll get you out of here." And then he came back there, and he was like trying to scream. He said, "I'm going to kill you. You hit me in the face and knock my teeth out. I'm going to kill you." And like his wife was holding him by his belt buckles, you know, like not trying to get away. And then he like had a tire iron, and he was coming over, and there was all these people standing between us, like to get out of there. Eventually, he got us our money, and we left, and that was the last time we saw the guy.
Wow.
So that was the closest to like real. I mean, that was the only time really that something like a real fight.
In WWE, I mean, obviously punches will land hard.
There's been a